I'm standing here, taking it all in. We're back. We're here. We haven't gone anywhere. Winter Beach from Vilnius, Lithuania, the indoor beach tournament that draws teams from all over the Baltics here to the capital. We are back in the women's division as these two teams flip for jersey color assumed. And I'm Stefan Rapazzo here with Dmitry Doroshenko. Dmitry, these two teams are going to give us a white versus dark at least. But what else? Who do we got here?
We've got Discflyers, women's team from Odense in Denmark, taking on Latvian Capitals Hyperflick. So Hyperflick hailing from Riga, from Latvia. They've played already. You've seen them on the stream, if I'm correct, previously, yesterday, to be precise. And Hyperflick came out on top last time. I'm sure that the ladies from Denmark, the Discflyers, will try to turn it around and try to change the outcome. But great defense by Krumina to get us started.
Kicking things off on fire here. Layer D to break up the isolation. Hammer to follow it up. Ozolina can't haul it into the back of the end zone. It was just out of her reach, but she did get a hand there. She'll want that next time.
I think she touched the disc, tried to lay out for it. It was more like a falling layout. A bit unpleasant. Looked like she got a bit whiplashed, but not a problem for her.
Hammer goes, and the other hammer a little bit too far. That's two hammers too far.
Yeah, maybe that one actually needed a bit of a layout. I think it was reachable, but difficult catch as well. Difficult thing to do.
Romina gets Lapniece. Scoop pass, and that's going to stay into the hands of Ozolina. And she's doing some chef's kisses to celebrate.
Yeah, she's enjoying it.
They go ahead 1.
Yep, Ozolina getting catching the point for the second time of asking. And I'm pretty sure that this is a break for Hyperfleek ladies, because I remember just a few minutes ago, Discflyers actually started on offense.
And shot for goal. That one counts. Discflyers on the board. They respond. And that one into the hands of DeRay. 1-1.
Full field hammer. That was beautiful. That was amazing. Solestedt showing her throwing prowess to us. Throwing, beautiful full field hammer, zone to zone. Quick and effective offense.
And that ball lands in the hands of Ozolina Krumina. Takes the big shot, Lapniece there, and just waits out the defense. Defense still spinning her head around while Lapniece had a good read on the disc. Markene was the defender who got crossed up in the pursuit.
Yeah, the Lapniece there looks like she's had a better read on the disc. Like you said, the defender was still looking for it and trying to find where should the defending be happening. It was already over in the hands of Lapniece in the end zone.
So, Discflyers. Solestedt gets it back now, gives. That one looks like it is going to work. It does indeed. Valanturte, the Lithuanian, cashes in the goal. And we're opening up on serve, 4 points in.
Yeah, Valanturte there, and student studying in Denmark, but she's actually from Lithuania, so I guess visiting home and playing some Ultimate here, but with a visiting team of Discflyers. Nice to have some different experiences, of course, and play with some different countries and different people.
Yeah, I guess the Danes probably the team that's traveled the furthest to get here of all of the divisions. Lapniece, Ozolina, bing, bang, boom, and they are back on the board. Quick, efficient offense from the brick mark.
Yeah, Ozolina is there showing that she just caught it with 2 fingers, literally, but a point is a point. It's still a catch. Despite the fact of how many fingers did you have on the disc. Regardless of, not despite.
And Lapniece puts the pull up. And Solistad handles. Markini back to Solistad. Valentute back into the hands. Solistad, the central handler, flips one over top to Valentute. Solistad. Nice breakthrough on the backhand side. Solistad and Valentute have gone a lot of touches between the two of them, and now Markini is targeted and spotted.
Yeah, good patience there from Discflyers, just moving that disc around quite slowly until they see an open target from Ayla Markini. Well done. Nice and easy point. So they are still trailing by 1 break as they started on the offense, but actually gave that point away. Still 3-3, so early days. Everything can change very quickly here.
Ranitsa gets one inside. Latina and turned over, picked off. Valentute gets it to Solistad, and it's on the sideline, wide open, Markini. Solistad. Flip around. Valentute wide open, Solistad, and that's a break.
Yep, they get it back. They get a break back, so now they have the offensive advantage, let's put it this way, in case we're going to go to a universe point and trade it out. They will be starting on offense. Nice, good run through block there from Discflyers. Staying focused as well, maybe also throwing to maybe 2 players at the same time is not the best idea. Maybe it would be a good idea by Discflyers to maybe clean up their offense and figure out who's going where to avoid this double cutting.
Big take on the pull. Grumina gets the next. Ranitsa, Lapniece. Scoop, targeting Krumina and finds her on the big helix disc twist.
Yeah, good body position as well by Krumina, because her defender was coming from behind her, so she basically kept her the way that only she could receive that disc, and none of the pressure was possible on that reception. Great catch by Krumina, and she's gonna be doing the pulling duties as well.
And a big chase. Solistad picks the disc up back corner. Finds Markini.
Oof.
Big pickup there by Valanciute. It seemed like an easy one, but strong hands. It was really high and on an off angle.
Yeah.
Good catch in the middle. Dure. Valanciute, Markeni. 5-4, and Discflyers hit the scoreboard again. The Danes stay ahead, 5-4.
Yeah. Looks like also Discflyers are being cheered on by their male team. They're being brought water by them and cheered on as well. Good to see that support. Also important if you have a roster of only 6 players, like the Discflyers have here. Can be quite difficult, but of course, if you have support from the sideline, from your male team, great to see.
Nietzsche targets and hits Lazdane, and a great throw by Lapniece. 5-5 the score.
Beautiful scuba by Lapniece to Lazdane. Maybe it was just a little bit too hard, because I think it was getting away from her, but Lazdane fixed her eyes on that scuba, and she would not give it away. So yeah, bit of a layout there just to keep it alive and to keep it in bounds.
Solestead hammers Valanciute, and that is back tape to front tape. One throw deep, almost as deep as you can throw in these fields.
Yeah, zone to zone. Beautiful scuba, was it? Or hammer? A hammer, yeah, beautiful hammer. Absolutely, from Solestead. She's showing her throwing prowess on that field. And on that team as well. Feels like there are a few newer players on Discflyers squad, but great for them to get some international experience on as well, and maybe also playing on a slightly different surface, so sand, indoor as well. I think a very unusual combination.
Lapniece tried to target Olazina, but too high, and sends it outside the sideline. Hammer from Solestead, Valanciute, the intended receiver, and Olazina gets it back.
Yeah, Ozolina there did pretty well to jump high and get a hand on that disc to knock it away from the local Valanciute.
Cremina to Lapniece, Ozolina. And Lapniece can't hang on to the layout attempt there. Valanciute, but not targeted. Markeni. Now Valanciute. Solestead has a chance to lay out, but it's too far in front. We've got a multi-turn point we're in the midst of.
Multi-turn, multi-layout, timeout. And a timeout as well, point. Makes it all. Yes. Very intense point. I'm pretty sure that both teams and both lines are pretty tired at this point. You can see Discflyers are sitting down, being quite tired. Having only, I think I've set 6 players, but that looks like 5. So I think they only have the 5 that play every point. That's tough.
I think you're right. They're missing a player or two they had yesterday. Kristainen,
yeah.
I don't see there today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right. Hyperflake have slightly...
Kristainen.
I think it's Kostainen. I think you were right about that.
Okay.
The IA and I something combination is pronounced strangely sometimes.
Anyways, these timeouts are always good reminders for you to hit the like button, people. Go do it. I just did. Have you done it, Dimitri?
Of course I did.
Good boy. Well, that leaves a whole bunch of you out there watching at home that can help the algorithm, help the sport. Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Be good boys and be good girls. Go hit the like button.
Krumina from her own line. DeRay on the mark. High backhand, Lazdane, but Valanchute snatches it out of the air, takes it away. Belking to Nakini. Valanchute wide open and was thinking about going to the corner, but both options were covered up. Valanchute wants to be the option. She is getting separation. There's a pick there as Ozolina runs into her own player, trying to keep up with Solestead.
Yeah, great defense by Valanchute earlier in that point. Very, very clean as well. She just managed to snag it and avoid generating any contact. But then later, yes, unfortunately, Ozolina ran into her teammate, and looks like there is another foul there with Ozolina, who maybe stepped in the way of DeRay. Is it? Yes. No, sorry, Solestead.
Try again. Solestead. Trying to direct traffic with the offhand, gets Valanchute. Leading throw, DeRay with the play. Big bid behind the defender and the help. And a heck of a play to make there.
And if I'm right, I think that is a break. Yes, it is. That puts Discflyers in the lead. 5-7. Yes, that's a couple of breaks right now on the board for Discflyers. Well done. Only having 5 players, only having one line. They're doing pretty well.
And looking back to yesterday, winless all day yesterday. This would be their first win of the tournament, so they can't count it yet, but being ahead must be feeling good at this stage. And it's gone back all the way to Ranica. Travel called.
Thank you for the hand signals, Janne.
And a hand block. Big hand block there by Solestead, and they really got an opportunity to pile on the brakes now if they could go up 8-5. Valanchute to Solestead. Right back to Valanchute. Cuts coming crazy. That's the right look. Everything else was well covered up. Solestead asking for, thought she had eye contact, but the communication was only in her head.
I think DeRay did not see that communication that you've seen, but I think, yes, Solestead thought that this is where she's going to go. Maybe chemistry not complete just yet, but still working on it. But that gives an opportunity to hyperflick for another offensive hold.
Lapnice targeted, and she just hangs onto that one, then gives the scuba, but too much.
Oy.
And a tough landing there. Injury called right away. I hope she is okay.
Ouch.
Ozolina hit hard into the back wall.
Into the corner as well, if I'm right. That definitely looked very, very unpleasant. I really hope that she's fine.
She tried to pull out just at the last minute, but not quite enough to really avoid.
Yeah, she's going to be replaced by her teammate, and she's going to be taken care of by her compatriots from Ogre, and I think that there is also a first aid over there who's going to help her, but she's going to be replaced by Krumina, who's going to step on the field.
And there is somebody unaccounted for right now. There's Solisted's finally picked up by a defender. Now Solisted shoots. Valenchute is there, and it is 8-5. So a double hit for Hyperflick. They get broken again, and Ozolina is being tended to after her collision.
Yeah, looks like Ozolina is being helped there by some of her players. We really hope that she's going to be okay.
Face is what she seems to be putting ice onto right now. So
yeah,
always scary when you get that part of the body involved, but hopefully that it was mild enough that she'll be able to, I don't know, maybe play another day, play another point here today, or definitely just be okay in general soon.
Yeah, maybe just take a short break.
Nothing to throw to now. Lapniece gives a super dump option. Big one, Lazdane. And in Ranica, two hands. They respond after the double break. It's 6-8.
Yep, Radzina is doing well to continue cutting after giving a super dump, seeing that advance to Lazdane, and she just kept running for it, kept believing in Lazdane seeing her, gave her a very, very quick textbook throw for a point.
Good to see Ozolina back out there. Whatever happened down in the far window is not going to keep her out of the match. She shakes her head a little bit displeased with the fact that it happened, but it only happened because she's throwing it all out there, leaving it all out there. So good for you.
Yeah, she's still giving a bit of smile, which is nice.
I'd love to see the effort.
Yeah.
Solistad. Valenchute. Touchdown.
That worked quite a few times for them. That particular connection, that particular throw, that particular situation of, how did you call it, tape to tape? Yep.
Ticker tape parade, tape to tape. And at 9-6, Hyperflick have got to be thinking about the path to getting back in this game, and knowing that path, they gotta start taking those first steps soon.
Yeah, they would want some breaks. That is definitely something that they would want on their path over there.
For now, they don't want to hear about a break because that would only go against them.
True.
Mina. She goes, Ozolina, careful, please.
Oh, yeah, that got me worried as well for a second.
So Solistad happy to take her time, walking on that disc, slow and steady.
I'm pretty sure that having 5 on their line, these legs must be tired.
Valenchute. A lot of contact upfield. Leading through Mark Kenny. She ate honey for breakfast, and then maybe a bit too much because it's stuck on the throw as it's stuck on the catch.
There might
but
be
they
a
are
discussion.
discussing.
Might be. I think Markini, being a newer player, is consulting her teammates, which is absolutely fine to do, of what had happened, and describing. And it looks like there was a contact with her hands, so a foul on a throw. So the disc will go back to Markini, who's gonna unfortunately throw it into the defender.
One throw later, Kermina selling houses. She's going into real estate after this for sure. Her fakes are good. She goes back to Lapniece. Throws for goal, finds the intended receiver. And they're back on the board with the breaks piling up.
Yeah, that was Gita Kulikowskaite, who is a local pickup for the Hyperflick side. She's coming to play with Hyperflick here and there in some of the tournaments. She and her good friend Donalaita, they often play with Hyperflick on different tournaments. I mean, it certainly makes it easy for them being from here and not needing to travel. So, yeah, much easier for them to come and play here. However, if I'm right, they actually live in Šiauliai, which is a little bit closer to the Latvian border than Vilnius.
Discfire cheer, even low energy. There's only 5 voices.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly the Discfire.
They're also tired. Like you can see that they're also tired. Second timeout was called by Discflyers this time. I'm pretty sure to just get some restore some energy. I'm sure that they're tired. Again, 2 timeouts in this game. One was called earlier by Hyperflick, who managed to get a turnover, and this time it was called by Discflyers to just rest a little bit. But this ball is up once again.
Oh, what a bid,
Ooh.
but not enough. Valenchute keeps it. And now trying to target the next option. High stall count, and she just throws to get rid of it. And stall out still being discussed. It's a turnover in any sense, but where is the turnover coming back?
That would be important, yes, but I think Racina is showing play on. Yes, saying play on, so it will be where Lapnice knocked it down and defended this disc. So it is. We are back in play now.
Violation. Too much confusion in too many places here.
Yep, rules are being consulted there. There we go. That's much better.
Disc is in. Krumina selling fakes again. I'll take one. Give me 2. 2 for the price of 3. Ozolina hands up. Hangs on, but another stall count discussion. Solistad saying she said the number 8 again. The first iteration of the EI in 8 is what it must be now that it's 8 and not 10.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, first iteration of the letter T in 10.
Mm-hmm. What does your inner clock tells you?
That was quick.
Yeah, that was too quick as well for me.
I would know. The first one I maybe believed. This one, no. I thought it was too quick.
Yeah. I think it was maybe only, don't know. To me, it felt like maybe 5 seconds, not more than that.
She doesn't agree because it was 6 and she started throwing on 6. But it was 7, then you called the stall out.
There is a discussion being held by Racina, who I think also does a little bit of rules explanations to both of her teammates. There is a stall out and contested. Thank you for the hand signals. Always useful to see them, to know exactly what's going on in the fields. It is also encouraged by WFTF and by the rules to know the hand signals. And there is a stall out once again. That looked quick again, in my opinion.
For 2 seconds, that's a little bit more believable than the 8 the other time. But Solistad has called 3 stall outs in the last 3 minutes, probably. What? Over there as well, and then twice here.
No, it was not Solistad in the first one. The first stall out was called by Hyperflick.
Huge bid by Krumina to get it back in any sense.
Amazing.
Krumina stands up and delivers. Hammer. Ozolina can't quite get there, and she was thinking about that wall a little bit by now too, I'd imagine.
Yeah, me too. Like, it makes me worried now every time she's going in that direction. Yeah. No, like we never want to see that. Of course, people running or sliding into the walls.
Yeah, I've got stories. I'm not going to tell them here, but I've seen some people overcommit with some obstructions around fields and seen some nightmarish things.
Obstruction, yeah, let's call it this way.
Valentute to Solestead. Goes around Markeni to Solestead. Scoop to Valentute, and those two are maintaining their connection. 10-7.
Yeah, Hyperflick are finding themselves a few points down. It looks like, yeah, having a short roster made the team gel better on the Discflyer side. Hyperflick, yeah, they're still in it. I'm pretty sure that they can get a couple of breaks back. Hyperflick, they I think only won one game yesterday, well, and today, which was against the Discflyers. Yeah, this time Discflyers are responding pretty well to Hyperflick. Hammer!
And that's into Ranica. Great hammer by Lapniece.
Yeah, Ratsina did well also to stay away from that pillar over there, because that doesn't look like wood on the other side. That looks like metal. I would not want to run into it. Like, I think you're going to be traumatized by Zelenia running into the wall for a while. Ratsina ready to pull.
Solestead picks up under, easily available, but needs a crafty catch by Valentute. Right back to Solestead. She will target Valentute again, almost certainly. And I'm right. No surprise there. And Solestead. And they go back and forth between the two of them, all the way in for a goal. 11-8, the score.
Yeah, Ratsina is getting quite upset. I think there was a bit of a miscommunication with her teammate on the defense. Maybe she was calling for a switch, which didn't really come out well.
And with time expiring and that goal pushing it to 3 and not within 3, that looks like game, set, match. And Discflyers get their first win of the weekend. Good way to do it. Last game of the weekend. They chalk a big win up and will carry that back to Denmark with them at the hands of Hyperflick.
Yeah, great for the ladies to get their win. First win of the tournament. I think it's not their last game. I think the bottom 3 are actually playing a round robin to figure out their last placement. So I think they're going to be playing another game against...
yeah, possibly 2 games. They're definitely playing DTS.
Yeah.
I know, just one more game.
Just one more, and I think that will be... DTS, yeah, DTS, exactly.
Our next game will be Vodai taking on Cosmics. Coming up in just 8 minutes, we're going to get out of here so we can get back to you. Thanks for joining us. For Dmitry Dodoshenko, I've been Stefan Rapazzo, and we'll catch you next time.